right? And this is what it means, okay? We don't communicate alike. A man will communicate directly, a woman will communicate in a circle. I like to say that a man is a straight line, a man is a straight line, a woman is a circle. Now, if a man wants to communicate, he communicates to get a point across, okay? He wants to get fact across. This is what happens, he gets the point across. A woman communicates to get her emotions across. For a woman in communication, you resonating with her emotionally is more important than you understanding what actually happened. Yeah? You resonating with her emotionally is a priority, not really you understanding what happened by facts. So this is causes like most of the misunderstanding and conflicts in relationships, marriages. It starts with the communication, right? Now you have a situation where a man feels like he's not going to show love to maybe his wife. He takes her out, once in a while, at least we don't get too bored. He takes her out on a date to a particular place. He makes it consistent. He pays the trip and whatever, right? He does the bill payment, and he makes it every single week. He makes sure he takes her. Both of them are working. They come back, but he makes sure he takes her out every single week. If they have children, he gets the babysitter for children, but they are always going out once every single week to a particular place. Now the woman comes up to the man and says, "You never take me out." And the man replies and tells her that because he interpreted her word literally, right? Oh, you never take her. And he's saying that, is it that I never take her out? But I took you out 2 days ago. I take you out every week, right? What do you mean that I don't take you out? He begins to think that maybe she's ungrateful, and the woman begins to think that, oh, my husband does not understand me. So the point now is how the communication goes. Now, he took those words literally, right? What the woman is trying to do by making that statement, right? It's not really to tell him that, oh, you're not taking me out, but she wants to make him feel the frustration she feels for going to the same place. So the words are just carriers, right? They are carriers of her emotion. So the statement, factually, is not true, but emotionally, she wants you to feel what she's feeling. When a woman is communicating with you, she wants you to feel what she's feeling. So she said a statement like that to get him kind of like frustrated somehow, okay? So that he can feel what she's feeling, not because what she's being said is true. And in that case, I can understand when people say that, oh, a woman's no is not always no. Okay, a woman's no is not always no, and sometimes a yes is not always yes. Okay, maybe. I know it's not always done, yes, it's not always yes. It's more important for you to know the woman's facial expression, voice tone, and body language to actually get what she's saying, right? If I just interpreting a word, they're going to be misled. No, so that's the communication part. Let's look at what we prioritize. Let's look at how life is for us. You can have a man and a woman, right? Like I used to say that we live in the same world. We live on earth, but we don't live in the same world. Okay? You can put a man and a woman as children, adults in the same place, in the same environment, and the environment and the people and society, even though they're in the same place, they're not going to be treated equally. Okay, they're not going to be treated equally at all. So even their priorities too, right? The man and woman has priorities, what they see as important. That's why you see in relationships, there's this woman like, my husband doesn't do this particular thing, and the husband will feel like, oh, it is not this thing that you want me to do, is not something that you value, that is not important, because guess what? You do not prioritize the same things. So men care more about macro things, right? Things like